Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday. First of all, I want to give God all the glory and all the thanks for waking me up this morning. My beautiful wife beside me,
Good morning. Good morning.
um, and just be grateful about what I have in life right now. Got kids, I got a home I could live in, got car, drive, all that stuff. So just being grateful today and being grateful that I'm able to help people make money in the market. So with that said, I'm going to switch over to my screen so you guys could see my screen and the charts, and then let's dive in. Now, there's a lot of good setups today. I don't normally trade the first part of the day, but some of these are looking really good as far as setups, especially BA. We will have news around what we have news today, right? We have Powell speaking at 1:30, so that's going to be major, right? We're going to have some kind of volatility there. CAD news might do some type of reaction depending. This is going to be major for forex. But apart from that, we got some stuff going on at
Market's
10
open.
o'clock as well. So just be mindful right now. I hate the fact that BA gapped down because I was looking at BA from for the downside, but it gapped down. This right here just showed me that this wanted to go down more, but it gapped down. And everything right now, if you look at the side of my chart right here, everything is red, apart from, well, shit, they just turned red too.
Netflix.
Yeah, everything just turned red. The only thing that's not red
And they're close to being.
is yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna pay attention to this, the first part of the day. Let me see. I really like Baba to the downside. I really like Baba to the downside. But I would prefer if it closed the damn gap. uh this looks like it's gonna push down. Man, I like Baba to the downside, but again, we'll wait. Patience. See that? So that's just being patient right here because of the gap. Right here, we could go in and then market push up on us, and then we start losing amount on our contract. So just being patient, guys. Be patient on your trades the first 15 minutes. Um, Watch and pay attention to your setups, and then we can go from there, right? Let me look at, why is my stuff not showing up right away? See, UNH right here looks good. UNH come up to the 50 right here, but UNH has news. So the news UNH has, um, added that, painkillers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so UNH have news. So we'll see with UNH. Let me see on a 15-minute time frame. Yeah, it's hitting on that right now. I'd like to see a rejection off of here though. At 90, a rejection off of 90. It's hitting a 50, which is a good point of rejection, but this is above VWAP. So that still could push. Um, so let me go back to my day chart. A lot of these gap down, guys, so you have to be careful. I like the fact that a lot of them are pushing back up. I think BA already pushed back up too. Hopefully BA pushed back up to close that gap. No, it did not. Still liking BA to the downside though. Still liking BA to the downside. Yeah, oh, you know which one I was looking at? GS. Gap down too. Right? GS, we traded GS yesterday, guys. Had a real good trade on GS. Um, but GS gapped down. I was looking at GS to the downside if we had opened up and then came and break, but it already broke. What is that for?
Age.
Oh, HD already. See, HD, I like HD to the downside as well. HD actually rejected off of the 200 on the 1 hour. HD rejected off the 200. We could come down here at 48, 15 minute. Yeah, I like I like Home Depot. I like Home Depot. But what I don't like is the damn contracts on Home Depot. Ah, Home Depot already came and closed the gap on Home Depot, but Home Depot right now is sitting on VWAP on the day. So we could see that push back up. Um, Home Depot is sitting on VWAP. Be careful these first few minutes, guys, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll jump in a call right away, or not a call, but a put because the market is down. So they go ahead and jump in a put. And then what happens is they get caught, right? So yesterday I talked about Meta. We traded Meta yesterday as well, went close to our target, but right now it's way below, right? It hit our second target. My second target was right here at 208, right at the body of this candle. Then the next target would have been 502. Remember we traded that yesterday. Nvidia had bad news, but right now because of the big drop, we see that push back up. Okay, market is trying to recover some, so let it do its thing for the first 15 minutes, um, and then we could see what we could get from there as far as setup. Snow looks good to the downside as well. We already came up here, tested the 50, um, but we want to make sure that we're looking at everything and look for the setups. Now this, oh well, it's hitting on.
At
You see,
200.
my stuff is loading slow.
I was just about to say I didn't see that a few
Yeah,
seconds
I
ago.
didn't. I didn't see this. So in a sense, because I looked at the chart, this is what's called right here.
We're talking about snow, guys.
We're talking about snow on this. So right here, this is called a bullish harami. The 2 days right here is called a bullish harami, right? Because this candle came down, test the 200 and push up, we could possibly push up, okay? But what we want to wait for, we want to wait for at least the first 15 minutes to see what's going on. I wouldn't touch snow until snow breaks previous day high, right? Once snow breaks previous day high, then I'll jump into it. But as of right now, I wouldn't jump into it. And it's showing, the crazy thing is my stuff is not, it's still not showing because this broke the day low already. Oh, there we go. So now my charts want to come up the way it should. So right now for snow, I would wait for the break of the day high before I get into it. Snow right now, I have a bullish harami on the day, right? As far as the two previous days, it has a bullish harami set up, but we're waiting for that. We got to be patient, guys. Don't rush into this because the first 15 minutes, like you see, the market is pushing up. And then what they could do is just be like, oh, everything is bullish. Everything is bullish. And then you get caught, right? And then remember too that we have Powell speaking at 1:30. So if you don't make a trade by probably 10:30, you need to sit your ass down and just wait till afterwards when Powell speak. Then you could go ahead and do something. But the market can move sideways until then. Let me see snow on a 15-minute. Yeah, snow has a decent push on a 15-minute. Yeah, so snow will be bullish. Everything is pushing up right now. Meta is still, I think Meta still can go down, but we'll see. And everything gap down. Where is BA? Okay, so BA closed gap. Okay, BA closed the gap. So now that BA closed the gap on this next 15-minute candle, of course, I'm gonna wait till the next 15-minute candle. Um, right now, we're right at VWAP on this 15-minute candle. So what I want is a close below VWAP, which we're below VWAP right now on the 15-minute. I want it to stay within this range. I really don't want it to go nowhere else. I just want it to play within this range. New 15-minute come in, a close below VWAP because we're below VWAP right now. A close below VWAP, new 15-minute come in, test VWAP, come down, break previous 15-minute, and then we're shorting that. So what I would do is I'm gonna put alert on the bottom of this candle right here. So the low of that is 53, 153.68. So I'm gonna put 153.65. 153.65. I'm gonna put mine for put BA puts. All right, so BA is doing exactly what I want it to do right now. So as long as it keep within this range, I'm happy with it. So keep within this range. Now your stop loss on this will be the break of the high, right? So if you notice, we went up, we closed the gap on the day. So what we want right now is just for BA to stay exactly where it is, just bounce around within that range. Right now we're closing below, we're below VWAP. So if we stay below VWAP, new 15-minute come in, I'd like it to test VWAP and then come down and break. We already have a 2-2 reversal to the downside. Yeah. So we already have a 2-2 reversal to the downside on BA. So just a continuation. Now the target on BA would be 151, basically
Just
152.
Put a line.
So the target will be right here at 151. 152 will be the target. Now, if BA breaks to the upside, it could be a call, and that call will be to 156. It will go up and test previous high, pre-market high at 156.34. So your stop loss will be the bottom at that point. So let me split my screen. Watch that. NVIDIA pushing up.
You have to do this for 3 days, 30 minutes.
Why?
To build up.
Oh.
It said.
Okay. All right. So right now on BA, we're right at VWAP. We're right at VWAP. So we got a minute and 15 seconds left.
Let's go.
And, minute 15 seconds left. We got 1 minute left in this candle. Be patient, guys. Be patient. GS went up, close the gap. BA is pushing. Did I get any alerts on Google?
I don't think
No.
so. No. Well, no, that was Monday.
Okay, so BA is pushing to the upside. So
Not what you anticipated.
No, no.
That's why we gotta wait. That's Google.
Yeah. And then Google looks like a short on Google.
It gapped down.
See, I don't like playing gaps, guys. So that's the thing about me. When a lot of times when I'm looking at a chart and then the shit just gap down, like it completely rips my heart because I'm like, yo, this is a perfect setup, right? For a put if this happens. And then all of a sudden, market open and you have this huge gap down, right? In a sense, Google, in a sense, let's see what Google does as well. BA open above, BA closed above VWAP, but now it's pushing back down. So let BA, if BA comes down, what I don't like on BA right now, BA doesn't have a top on the 15-minute. So BA gapped up. It doesn't have a top on the 15-minute. So this is just showing that it can pop back up to create that wick on there. We're seeing a good push down. So if it pushed down and break, um, this is a short. Even though I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a wick on it. So with the wick on it, I rather it go back up and create that wick. All right, let's see. Again, patience. Tesla looks like a good short as well. Look at Tesla, babe. Tesla look like a good short as well. If Tesla breaks there.
Look at all the time frames.
Off of that 200, rejection off of that. See, close below that. We close below that. Rejecting off the 200, 4 hour. 4 hour. It's an inside on the 4 hour. On the date already broke to go down. Target 45.
Put a line.
If it break here.
We'll put a line at the target area. So
What happened?
I don't know. You have this timer thing.
Oh, there's a timer on it?
You have that on your screen.
I don't know. I don't know why there's a timer on there. What's up, TikTok? So being patient, nothing happening, right? Nothing happening right now. BA is pushing down. So let's see on BA. Did snow broke? Oh shit.
It's a 3.
Damn. Just like I said, Snow broke, so Snow was bullish. Snow already made that move. Damn it. Snow is bullish to the upside. Damn it, I missed that trade. Call this shit too, you know. Just wasn't paying attention. Snow. So just like I mentioned earlier, right? Snow had a bullish Arami on there for the previous 2 days. So I said a break of day high, which was 147.20, a break of day high, and it would push. And right now it's at 148.62. So that's $1.50 move. Whoever had jump into that. I didn't have that on my chart, so I missed that trade. Missed that trade. Still watching BA. BA's pushing down. Still watching BA. Thing about BA, like I mentioned, I keep on having these lines. Why these lines keep coming up? Thing that I mentioned about BA on the 15-minute. What is that line? I mentioned BA on the 15-minute. There's no wick on the top. Okay. So we could see BA push back up to 154.86 to create that wick, then a push up to the upside or to the downside. I'm looking for BA as far as a short on BA. So if BA breaks this previous 15, I would be likely taking a short. Mm, mm, oh. Still watching BA. A lot of these are tricky, guys. And if there's no trades, then there's gonna be no trades. But a lot of these are tricky. Right now, even say for instance on um, Google, right now, Google has a divergence on a 15-minute to the upside if that's if we break a previous high, right? But right now we're creating lower lows, and then on the oscillator or the indicator, we're creating higher highs, right? So that means at 10 o'clock, B is coming down right here. BA is coming down right here. So we could see a break of BA. Got a lot of shorts coming in. A lot of shorts coming in. A lot of shorts coming in. All right. So if BA breaks here, let me look on the 5 minute just to make sure. So not because so what I would do on BA because we have 5 minutes, we have one less than 1 minute left in this 5 minute candle. It's most likely gonna break it right now. It's gonna break it, and I hate that because the next new 5 minute is gonna come in, right? So with the new 5 minute coming in, I'll wait for this new 5 minute to come in. Then on the pop up of this new 5 minute, I'll take it on the pop up of this new 5 minute. But right now, because BA has 25 seconds left, this new 5 minute, when it ends, we can pop up. You see how it's popping up? You have to wait on that, okay? Because it could just break and then afterwards it pushed right back up. Because remember, there's no top on this 15 minute, okay? So we have to be patient. We have to be patient. So my scenario happened as far as that, but what I don't like is that we don't have a top on this candle right here. So now that we have the new 5 minute in, I want to see a pop up above here. All right, so we're still pushing down. There's no top on here. Come on, create that wick. Create that wick right here first. Here we go. Wick created on the 5 minute. So we want to see a pop up. So here's a pop up. This can go right back up to VWAP, guys. So just be patient. Okay. Again, we have Powell speaking today, so they could be choppy. So right here, if we break now on this 5 minute, then I'll take it. Tesla has a nice setup on the 15 minute as well. So Tesla has a 3-1 setup, which I'm paying attention to. So a break of either direction will be a call or a put on Tesla if Tesla stays like this.
We're gonna do BA.
See how BA popped up? See how BA popped up right here? That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful and wait. Okay? Got to be careful and wait. So there's two things I'm watching right now. On my other screen, I have Tesla up on my other screen. Okay? Tesla is creating a 3-1 on a 15 minute candle. So with that, a break to the upside on Tesla of this 15 minute, and it will be a call. A break below that will be a put. Um,
Right there, and then break.
yeah, it went right here.
Still inside.
Which one?
No, it's gonna be here.
Did it break that low?
No, it's saying it's still
Low.
inside.
Yeah, it's still inside. It's still a one. So you see what I'm talking about, guys, with BA? Like you would have been right now, you would have been in the puts, and right now you would have been down on your puts. So you gotta wait. Now a break of this 15 minute candle with 1 minute 58 seconds left, because we go up to test this 5 minute. We're going up to test VWAP right now. Okay. Let me see what SPY is doing, because SPY would tell me SPY already dropping. SPY is below VWAP. I have that divergence too. So SPY is already dropping. What is this? Everything is red. We got 1 minute left in this candle, so be patient. We have 1 minute left in this candle. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I liked BA as far as a put to the downside, um, because of the previous day candle. I wanted to see a open above, but it opened below it. It gapped down, but it went up to close that gap. So this new 15-minute candle that's about to come in 38 seconds, what we want to see right now, we're closing below the VWAP. So we want it to go up, test VWAP, come back down, reject off of VWAP, and then break to the downside. Now, if we break above the 15-minute, then it could possibly be a call. So we're going to wait. 9 seconds left. There's any news at 10? Yeah, there's news coming in at 10 o'clock. There's news coming in at 10 o'clock. So, and then there's crude oil coming in. All right. So look at that. Broke. Tesla, I see Tesla broke to the downside as well. So this is going to be right here. BA is not really doing much. I want BA to push up first. Tesla is doing great as far as pushing up. Tesla is going up to test VWAP. Let's see what it did on SPY. Because with SPY, okay, so we broke on SPY. Shit. Change the wrong chart. Okay. All right, so we're still good right here. Let me see on a lower time frame on this. On a lower time frame. And a lot of buy situation here. Come up there and reject. There we go on BA. All right, waiting on BA to go up, test VWAP and reject. You gotta have patience, guys. That's one thing. You gotta have patience. Find out you jump into a trade too early, then you get chopped up. This is not like Forex. This is not like futures where you jump in and you just put your stop loss in. With options, options is gonna be a lot different. With options, you'll get your contracts chopped up. Okay, so you gotta make sure that when you getting in the trade, right? BAs is doing exactly what I want it to do. So right there, BA is going up. I wanted to test VWAP, reject off of VWAP. Tesla is rejecting off of VWAP right here, but we're still seeing some stubbornness with Tesla, right? It's keeping there. Once Tesla breaks the low of this 15-minute, that will be a short. See Tesla on here. convinced otherwise. I'm not convinced otherwise. What are you looking at?
Who it was?
What's up, guys? Let me know what charts you guys are looking at as well. If you're looking at anything, but I'm not convinced on this. Then we have news coming in at 10:32. SPY is fallen and came back up. SPY has a divergence on the 5-minute and on the 15-minute. I want to take a call on SPY. Okay, it's fine. It's already pushing. Look at that.
You ready? You want it or no?
No, I already pushed.
No, it's it.
Looking at SPY as a divergence on the 15-minute. But then we could reject. So we have to wait and be patient. Oh, Tesla already broke to the upside. We're gonna do a Tesla call.
Which call? 250. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. We are in this week's call for a Tesla. Which one did I get? 250.
Google long. All right, so let me look at this. Google. All right, I'm gonna get into a Google long, guys. My Google longs don't normally fail me, so I'm gonna do a Google long right here. So 157.50.
Yeah, I'm in it.
So I'm in a 157.50 Google long and a 250 call on Tesla.
Should have probably bought more Google. I just realized it was so cheap.
I can barely see.
Oh, sorry. This is Google. This is Tesla.
Okay.
You gotta figure out where your target is on Google.
Target on Google is going to be right here, 157.37 on the day. Could come back up and close gap. All right. So if you're just joining, I'm in a Google 157 call and I'm in a Tesla 250 call. See what SPY. SPY has this divergence right here that it created. Well, it didn't create it yet. It's a crazy thing. Yet.
Where's my percentage?
All right, Google is pushing, guys. It's playing in this area with Tesla. So because Tesla created a three, this is a 3-1, right? Then Tesla came, broke right here, and then broke above here and created another a three, right? We're above VWAP again, right? So being above VWAP, I like it to the upside. Um, so let's see right here. Google is pushing, so make sure you're watching Google.
You're up 11% minimum.
Google, you should be up 11% on Google. Tesla is pushing now.
Should I break even?
Here we go on Tesla. Thing is, remember too, guys, we have Powell speaking today at 1:30. So in any case, we could get chopped, but I'm not looking for a chop. I'm looking for at least a test of day high and up to 200 right here. For Tesla's at 151.50, 251.56. As long as we stay above VWAP. What time is it?
10:14.
10:14. My Google. Let's see Google. Yeah, Google is good. Google is good. Google is good on the higher time frame. Google is looking good on the higher time frame as well. That's why my alert went off. All right, here we go. New 15-minute candle. Want to see a bounce off of VWAP right here. So Tesla is testing VWAP on a 15-minute. We want to see a bounce off of VWAP back to the upside. Again, we could possibly chop for the day, but I'm looking for some type of movement right here. See right here. I feel like I want to add to Tesla right here. But oh wait. Higher time frame on Tesla. It's inside.
Look on a lower time frame if you're considering adding. You're gonna have to see it reverse on the lower.
It reversed on the lower.
Oh.
I have to look to know. It reversed on the lower. We're hitting on VWAP. This is where I said you'll get chopped up in the daytime if you're not careful. So we're testing VWAP on a 15-minute on Tesla. We're testing VWAP on a 15-minute on Tesla. And we're right at VWAP, a little bit below VWAP on the 5-minute. We got 1 minute left in this 5-minute. I would like to see the 5-minute pop up. All right, so a break above this 5-minute and I'll add to Tesla. So exactly what this is doing, how it pop up and then it break above. Google is still looking good, guys. Um, you should still be in profit on Google. You should still be in profit on Google slightly, but not much. But on this 5 minute, on this new 5 minute, if we break above right here, if we break above this 5 minute, then I'm adding. So we did exactly that. We closed right at VWAP. So now we're testing VWAP. We want it to break above VWAP. We want it to come up, test VWAP, which is doing right now. A break above this current previous 5 minute. This is a new 5 minute. A break above this 5 minute, and then I'll add to Tesla. Google is looking nice. All right. I'm about to, if we break here on Tesla, I'm adding on Tesla. We're almost there. We're almost there. It didn't break yet. Google is breaking more to the upside, so we should be good on Google. You guys should be good on Google. All right, so we just broke on Tesla, so I'm gonna add on Tesla. Damn it, went up already. Did it go through? I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing. It's kind of odd. It was slow.
Okay, so I just added to Tesla.
Where'd you take profit? I need a line.
On Tesla,
Hmm.
take profit is gonna be day high. All right, here we go on Tesla. You should be good on Google. How much we're up on Google?
15%.
All right, so Google is up 15%. Okay, so if you want, you could trim some here if you want on Google. Target on Google is going to be 157.34.
Trim it some.
All right, we got 2 minutes left in this 5 minute candle. Hopefully, we see a push right here. I I want to see the push right here because if we mess around right here, then we could just come back down to VWAP and it'll mess with the contracts. But I would like to see a push right here. Where are we on Tesla? Okay.
Tell me when you want to trim any.
All right, Google pushing again. There we go on Google. Gotta be patient, boy.
Okay, definitely.
All right, Google moving up. Now up 17% on Google. This is the last couple seconds of the 5 minute. So we might have a little pullback right here. New 5 minute come in. I want to see a push above this 5, break above this 5 right here. All right, here we go on Google. Here we go on Tesla.
You're up 20% on Google.
Up 20% on Google. So make sure you're trimming at least a little bit. Take off some of your positions. There we go on Tesla. Nice push. Here we go on Tesla. Yeah. Here we go on Tesla. Make sure you're trimming some on Tesla. We should push more. We should come up to at least this 200 EMA right here, guys, at 151. We break the day high. We're going to push more. We're coming up to test day high. So make sure you trim some on Tesla. If you had average in, you should be in profit right now, even if you didn't average in. But I trim a little bit on both. Got 3 minutes left. Now I need to see this push on Tesla. I don't like if this come back down and turn red. Okay? I don't like that. 'Even though this is going to be a new 15-minute afterwards, two things you can do. You could use this as your stop loss right there at the bottom of this 15-minute. You could use that as your stop loss. See how this candle is setting up? I don't like, if the candle closes like that, I don't like it. Okay? That means that it could reject, come back up, break right here, come down, but you have VWAP, so it could come down to VWAP, test VWAP and bounce up, but it could also come back down and fall. All right? So, which was still above VWAP on both. So we're still good. We're still in a bullish place with both of these. Google, you should already made profit and trim some on Google. One minute, 20 seconds left. Here goes a nice push on Google again. So what I want to see on Tesla, the new 5-minute come in, we have 30 seconds left. So with this 30 seconds, we want to see it push, even push up more, But with the new five minute candle that comes in, I don't want to see the break of previous five. I want to see continuation up on it. If we break this five, we can drop, okay? Because we still didn't break day high, which day high is right here. We still did not break day high right here.
Smaller time.
So here comes the new 5 minute. I think we're gonna break this five. It's testing, broke. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna take mine out. I'm gonna take it out. I know I might be premature in it, but I don't like I don't like when it break there. Even though we're still above VWAP, I'm still in profit. So I don't like when my trades go red. Um, so with that, I know we're still bullish on here. We're still above VWAP on here. I just don't like this because this break, that means that we could come back down to here. This is a 2-2 reversal, but on a smaller time frame. Okay. Versus on a bigger time frame, we could come down here, which is probably the equivalent of, let me just put it right here. Let's see. Yeah, it will be right where the 2-2 reversal should hit for a bounce back up, right? Right? Which it would test the VWAP on a 15-minute, test VWAP, bounce back up. The thing is, we could fall back down, right? Originally, I was looking for puts in Tesla. So right now, it didn't break here. We're still bullish on the 15-minute, right? Because we're still above VWAP. Could break, come up here, test 200. But because it break the 5 for the reversal on the downside, I don't want my trade to go back red. You should still be up on Google. So you should still be up on Google. If you want to hold on to your Tesla, then that's up to you. My thing just went out. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I was gone or not. For how long either. More trends. Let me know if you guys are trading options. What options are you guys trading? All right. Or what charts you're looking at. Let me know the charts you're looking at. I'll take a look at the charts as well and see if you're in a trade, you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you don't know where the trade is going to go, and you just want a second opinion. Because a lot of times you'll be biased towards a trade because you're in the trade and you don't want to lose. So you'll be biased towards that trade. Um, So if you want a second opinion on it, then I'll give you my opinion just to confirm what you're looking at. But for right now, I got out of Tesla because it broke on the lower time frame. Yeah, I know that there is a pullback that's gonna happen, but I don't want my trade to go red. So I'd rather take profit, wait for another setup. That's one green trade for the day. And then we're still in Google. We trimmed some off of Google. We're up. We were up over 20%. Right now, we're up 17% on Google, right? We're looking for that continuation on Google. Um, Let me see here on Google on
I'm
a
not
lower
taking
time
less than
frame.
10%. Tell you that.
Huh?
I'm not taking less than 10%.
Oh, my wife already said that too. So she's like, yo, once she sees, she's not taking less than 10%. So if she's up over 10%, trade come back down, she's not taking less than 10%. That's why my fingers are not on the trigger and because I'll be like, hold on, hold on. Versus like on Tesla, I would have probably still been in Tesla if it wasn't for my wife. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably would still be in Tesla if it wasn't for my wife. But because she's here and she keep me accountable with certain things. Like you gotta just stick to your trade, right? If it break a certain level, then get out. You can always re-enter your trade,
All
but
right,
don't let
Google's
you.
pushing.
Yeah, there we go on Google. Google just push more to the upside. So our target on Google, like I said, was 157 on a 15 time frame, 157.36 area. So we're pushing on that right now. So right now, Google is up 25% on Google, up 25% on Google. Now, for me, if I see any type of reversal on the lower time frame, I'm gonna be out on Google. Okay, any type of reversal on the lower time frame, I'm out. On the higher time frame, Google is bullish. On the 1 hour, we're very bullish on Google, very bullish on the 1 hour, right? On the 4 hour, we're hitting resistance.
I'll be right back.
And when I say resistance, resistance is going to be the body of the candle. You'll always get some kind of rejection at the body of the candle, which you're at right now. Okay, that's why I always say my targets are always the body, and then after the body, the wick. Okay? I never go straight to the wick because sometimes we'll reject right off the body. Okay. So right now we're right at the body on the 4 hour. On the daily, we're still pushing on the daily. We could come up, close gap all the way up here, but we might not. Okay. We might not. Tesla is falling right now. I might again if I see any type of reversal on the 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 lower time frame. This is a 5 minute. I'm taking profit
On which one?
on Google.
You done?
No, not yet.
Oh.
If it breaks right here, I'm out. Don't let a green trade go red. Remember that. So right here, if this turns, how much time I have left? 2 minutes.
I'm not waiting. If
Shit.
it break, I'm
Yeah,
out.
if it breaks, I'm out. Shit looks like it's about to break right
Did
now.
it break? It looked like it broke. Giving you grace.
See how Tesla pushing back down? There we go. So
Yeah, that's why I wasn't trying to be in Tesla.
yeah.
I didn't.
So Tesla came. So Tesla is hitting VWAP right at. See this line that I told you guys about right here? That's right there, right? If Tesla breaks this line, then it turns bearish again. If Tesla breaks this line, it's going to be bearish. Okay. So you have to pay attention. And that's why I said make sure you're taking profit. Don't let a green trade go red. Okay. We're still at a good point as far as Tesla. We're still above VWAP. Okay. We're still above VWAP. Let me see on a 5 minute on Tesla. Yeah, we're still above VWAP. See how I said come down, test VWAP, right? So now new candle comes in the next minute and a half. We want this candle to close above VWAP. Once it closes above VWAP and then come down, test VWAP, not breaking here, and then go back up, break here, then we're bullish again. If the new 5 minute candle comes in and then break this candle here, we could fall more. All right, so Google just reverse. Google just reversed on a 5 minute. So I just closed out everything. Google broke the 5 minute. Technically, it could have wait, babe.
It could have.
Could have wait, babe.
It's all good though.
But profit is profit. Profit is profit. Um, We had 24 seconds left in this 5 minute.
Yeah, you're right.
That
It
means
might.
it,
So
that
if
means
that being
that
said, I'm
that
gonna look
means
at
that
this.
we could bounce and once because once we break here, again we're coming up to here.
Oh,
All right, Tesla is doing that right there. So Tesla right now close above VWAP. 5 seconds left. Tesla closing above VWAP. See, Google wasn't thing, babe. Now, if it comes down and break this, then
then yeah. Well,
so Tesla right above VWAP again. Testing VWAP, you want to see it bounce, break the 5 minute high. Once it break 5 minute high, we should see a test up here at the 200. If not, and it break the low, then we could come down. I am on the daily, guys, on the daily on Tesla. The daily on Tesla is bearish. Okay? The daily on Tesla is bearish because it broke the low to come down, and the target is right down here at 140 246. See, look at Google, babe.
well, it's all good. I think you did good for the day.
What time is it? 40. Okay.
Time to let the people go live life. We'll talk about this.
All right, so let's look at this. All right, there goes Google again. So Google broke back to the upside. Target remained the same, 157.36. So there we go on Tesla. See how Tesla bounced right off the VWAP, come right back up. Look for the break of that 5 and a continuation up, right? So right now we have an inside bar on the 15 minute. So we possibly might come back down again on VWAP. So we'll come back down again on VWAP and then a break of the 15. If the 15 minute ends how it looks right now, just within this area, then a break above this 15 minute is going to push Tesla up. Okay. Again, Tesla is still bullish based on it's still above VWAP on a 15 minute. Google still bullish. Look at Google. Google popped up. Google pushing right now. Everything is pushing right now. There we go on Google. 15 cents away from target on Google. So just like I said with Tesla, it broke, but I just didn't want a drawdown, right? I rather take profit right here. It came down, test the line, it closed above the line, close above VWAP, test VWAP, break right here, push up, okay? Just like I said. So now you just got to wait for that new 15 minute to come in, which is going to be 55 seconds. I don't think it's going to break right here within the next minute, right? I don't think it's going to break this previous 15. But what you want to see now is you want to see the new 15 come in, a pull back, and then a break above here. Once it break, we're going to be bullish again on Tesla. We're going to be pushing up again on Tesla, I should say. 5 seconds left. Hope it doesn't gap up. All right, there's Tesla. There you go. There you go on Tesla. There you go on Tesla. So we still haven't broke the day high, but right here, once we go back up, we might come back down test right here on VWAP. That's why I said a lot of times, because Paul is about to speak in what, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. He's about to speak in 3 hours, so the market could be sideways for a little bit. Okay. Be careful, be mindful. You should be in profit on this Tesla. If you had took it when I told you, you should be in profit or close to break even, or at break even, I should say. But you should be at some type of profit. Um, so guys, with that said, monitor your trades. I told myself I was going to be done at 10:30. It's 10:45. So with that said, guys, monitor your trades. Make sure you do your due diligence when you're trading, and then make sure that you follow your trade setup. Okay. Sometimes, not all the times you're gonna win, but if you follow your trade setup and the trade happens, take your trade. Okay. Because what's gonna happen is, if your trade actually take place, if you see that setup happen again, and now you don't jump into it, or you jump into it and you lose, and or you just watch it go on and then you see it run, you're gonna be like, man, I could have made profit. And then the next time you do it, you jump into it and you lose and you say it don't work, right? But not every trade is going to be 100%. You can monitor your trade, right? But in a sense, where this morning, if you were supposed to do a 3-1 trade, Tesla dropped down, but it hit close to target. Tesla broke the low of this inside bar at 10 o'clock. So some people might take it to the downside, but then it popped up on them, right? But you have to wait. That move happened real quick. So I wouldn't have gotten that trade anyway. That's why I didn't get into it anyway. I waited. Okay. So you have to make sure that you do the same thing. Make sure that you're being patient with your trade, and just watch your trade. Okay. Again, you might get chopped up for the next 3 hours because Paul is gonna talk at 1 o'clock, and the direction that you think the market is gonna go, it might not go that direction. All right. I think we're gonna fall today. I think we might fall. Everything's set up for it to fall. Most of the charts that I look up set up to fall. So with that said, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, 9:30, I should say. Till then, guys, be safe and trade safely. All right, guys, bye.